Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Boa. Today's episode is basically just me explaining to you how you can survive off $8,000 to $10,000 in 1 year in Ghana or any African country.
Before we get started, don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe and share it with all your loved ones.
So I'm going to show you proof just to show you that I'm not lying. Let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing, guys, if you see me looking down, I just wrote notes just to help me. So the most important thing to consider is rent, a place that you're going to be staying in when you come to Ghana, right? So I did my research. I went on a couple of Ghanaian websites to kind of do house hunting, rent hunting, and stuff like that. And I came across that you can find something to the Western standard from 800 to 1,000 cities. I ended up finding a place for 850. I'm gonna show you in the video. 850 cities, which was really reasonable. The place was really nice, but mind you, it comes unfurnished, right? So because it comes unfurnished, I have to also add into my budget. Mind you, I'm not buying the place yet. I'm not renting the place yet, but I wanted to get like a feel for it. And also when you are in Ghana and when you arrive in Ghana and you're doing house hunting, it is better. You can kind of negotiate compared to looking at it online, being like, hey, because they can overcharge you. And online, I don't know how reliable that is, to be quite honest. You can be getting scammed, but it is also good for you to kind of use the online platform for a rough estimate. So I ended up sticking with 850 cities and I times it by 12. I got 10,200 cities, right? So yeah, 10,200 cities, that's for rent. And when you convert it into the Canadian dollars, it really is not too crazy. It's basically $2,000 and 212, right? So mind you, that is basically the rent here for 1 month, and you can use that rent for 1 year, for 1 month, for a whole year in Ghana, right? So that's it for the rent part. So the next part is basically I put house expenses. So house expenses, just in case something breaks in the house, just in case I need something minor to the house, you know, like, oh, you know, decorate it, paint it, all these things. I also added it to the house expenses because you never know, right? You're living in that particular place for 1 year, you know, you never know when an emergency may occur in the house. So I put 200 cities times 12 and it gave me 2,400 cities, and that's for the whole year. Obviously, in order to live, you need food. So the grocery list, I always suggest that when you come and stuff like that, this is really budget friendly because I understand that when you do come, you might want something that reminds you of where you used to be, right? So with that in mind, I made this grocery budget really friendly so that if you do decide to go to the supermarket or to go to the local market, it still fits into the budget. I ended up putting 600 cities times 12, 1,200 cities, right? Mind you, 600 cities for grocery a month is a lot. Even for an average person, it's a lot. You can buy things in bulk, right, at the local superstore, and it's cheaper. So I was friendly with the budget. In Canadian dollars, that is $1,500, right? So it's not bad compared to how much I spend here. Honestly, like I spend $400 a month for grocery, and it's just for 2 people. So can you imagine? Then you get to more expenses in terms of like your living situation. Like you need to pay for gas, you need water, you need like water to drink and stuff like that. So for the gas, I put 100 cities times 12, and it summed up to 1,200. So which is 1,200 cities, which is 260 Canadian dollars. So I find that you need to buy the cylinder and then you need to always like refill the gas, but not all the time. And depending on your family size, I was also flexible with this price, depending on your family size, right? Determines how much likely you're going to be cooking. And for me, I was flexible with this because we don't really eat out too much. When I go to Ghana, we don't really eat out too much. We basically cook, right? I don't know, that's how my mom likes it. So we don't eat out too much. We just eat inside, and then once in a while we eat outside. So 100 cedis is quite a lot. So water, I put 60 cedis times 12, so which was like 720 cedis. So that's like $150 for water. And this water, you're gonna be using it to cook, shower, and all sorts. So moving on, it's bottled water, right? As a diasporan who's been living here and you are relocating, right? You can't drink tap water. Like, you can't drink tap water like the locals. You have to drink bottled water. And those things really do add up, to be quite honest. So for a pack of water, the one that I remember buying, it was like 12 to 14 cedis, right? And that will last me 1 week, right? Because it's hot in Ghana, you drink a lot of water, right? So you also have to consider that. So I put in 14 cedis times 6. So I'm going to be buying the water, like the water bottles in pack, 6 of them in 1 month. So I ended up timesing 14 times 6, and then I times that by 12, and then I got 1,008 cedis, and that's basically 218 18 Canadian dollars. Next is electricity. You want lights, you know, you really want lights. It's ideal to get like a solar panel. Solar panel, but it's really pricey. So I'm sticking to electricity, and the electricity is basically 150 times 12, so which is like 1,800. So that's basically 1,800. That's basically 390 Canadian dollars. And again, it depends how much lights you use. You get like your TV, everything, like how much electricity you use depends on how long it's gonna last you. But I was flexible with it. So then internet. For somebody who is moving from the diaspora to Ghana, internet abroad was a privilege. Moving to Ghana, it's not a privilege that you're going to be getting at an affordable price, right? And it's not a privilege that you're going to be getting 24/7, you get? So internet in Ghana is really expensive. And for someone like me, I want to be using internet for school. That's going to be 500 cedis. And it's like a set fee for 1 month. It's unlimited. You get to do anything that you want to do, right? And it's 500 cedis. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money, to be quite honest. Because if you notice, my grocery and the internet is basically the same thing. That is a lot. So I times 500 times 12, and I got 6,000 cedis, which is about 1,300 Canadian dollars, right? The next one is cell phone. So cell phone, just to call and stuff like that. If you do plan on doing a business, you need a cell phone, right? So I put 60 cedis because I never know, you never know. You might be talking on the phone for a long time. You might be contacting your loved ones in abroad, right? So you have to be mindful of that. You put 60 cedis, which is quite a lot, to be honest, but it's for a month, right? It's for a month. I had to make it flexible. So 60 times 12, it got me 720, and 720 was basically $156 Canadian, right? So not bad. That the most other important thing I suggest is, a lot of people don't often think about this, health. Your health is important. Ghana, I don't know, I've never been I don't recall being in the hospital when I went back home, yeah, I never visited. I don't know how it's like, but I know that I know that it's not like here where every little thing, something's wrong, you go to the doctor and it's free, just you have to pay for the medicine. But Ghana, I don't think it's like that, and the wait time is really bizarre. That's what I've heard. I've not experienced it, but that's what I've heard. I remember this guy got bit by a rat. No, I think he got bit by a mouse. And I'm like, oh my God, you got bit by a rat. You need to go to the doctor. Everybody started laughing at me, you know? So it's kind of like, it shows you how privileged you were in the West in terms of healthcare, right? And certain things, right? So that's something that you have to keep in mind. Your health is really important. So set aside $500 as an emergency fund, right? Just in case, God forbid, something does happen. $500 doesn't seem a lot here. It is a lot for me, but $500 in Ghana, it might not seem a lot here, but in the Ghanaian cities, it's really quite expensive. It's like $2,000, yeah. It's like 2,200 cities. So not bad, just in case something happens, you need to do surgery, all of that, you have fund available. And try to get a health insurance too, so it does support you in covering some of these bills. The last most important too is self-care. Guys, don't go into Ghana and deprive yourself of enjoying life. You have to enjoy life. That's what life is all about. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Have fun, because you only live one, to be quite honest. So I put self-care on the budget. I put 300 cities. You can do a lot of things with 300 cities. You can go out, do mini stuff like pedicure, hair, your nails done, all of that, the wax, all these things, trips and stuff like that. Go to the beach, relax, food, take yourself to the most expensive restaurant, right? Every month, right? Just to cater to yourself, just to ensure that you're feeding your soul, you're feeding your spirit, you're feeding your mind, your body, and everything, right? Because self-care is really important. You don't want to go to Ghana and not practice self-care. So I put 300 cities, it's enough. You can go up or lower depending on your budget, right? And depending on your lifestyle. So it's going to be 3,600 cities, right? Which is 780, right, in a year. These things up is summed up to $8,000, but mind you, I did not include furnitures and stuff like that, right? So you have to include furnitures. I do not include cars or anything, but I did include transportation. So the transportation, you have different options. You can take Trotro, which is like the public bus, just in case you want to go to like different cities within Ghana. You can take the VIP bus. You can take Uber, like just taxis and Ubers and stuff like that, and those things cost, right? So I ended up putting, for the Trotro, I did a different bill. So for the Trotro, I put 6 times 365 days, because depending on where you're going, it shouldn't be more than $3. It shouldn't be more than 3 cities, right? So 3 cities to go, 3 cities to come back. So I times it by that, and I got 2,190 cities, which is equivalent to 475, right? And then for the Uber and stuff like that, I put a budget of 300 cities. So 300 cities times 12, which will give you 3,600, which is 780 Canadian dollars. So these things all add up. Again, it adds up to $8,000, and having your own car, it doesn't include having a business, right? So budget basically fits anybody who wants to live a comfortable standard lifestyle. Obviously, you can choose to go up and you can choose to go down depending on your lifestyle, right? But this is like an average, comfortable standard lifestyle that I have gathered through doing research. I really do enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and to become a part of my YouTube family. I appreciate you guys. Bye.